Hi kids, this is Mrs. Martau and this is the video I promised you for homework tonight. I'd like you to watch it through in preparation for our very first lab tomorrow. Now, since it's our first one, we're going to have to go over all of the safety rules before we begin so that everyone is safe and knows what to do if there's a problem. The lab we're going to do is examining cells with a microscope. So we're going to talk about the equipment that we're going to use too, because those are very expensive and very delicate pieces of equipment. So let's take a look at what we need to know. Well, first I have a video for you from the Amoeba Sisters, and they're going to talk to you about general lab safety. It's about 5 minutes long. I want you to take a few minutes and go ahead and watch that. I put the link down below in case you have any trouble clicking on what I gave you. And after you've watched that, come back to me and we'll talk about it, because these are the safety rules that you're going to learn about. First of all, we need to start out right. Read all the instructions. Ask questions if you're not sure. If you're not sure, I am here for you. No question is wrong, no question is silly, no question is not to be asked. Next, eye safety. We have to wear goggles whenever we're doing our labs. It doesn't matter. Something could shoot up and get into your eye, chemicals, all kinds of things. So goggles are not an option. We will always wear goggles when we are doing labs. The other safety equipment in the room, I know you've seen it, but we haven't actually talked about it too much. There's fire alarms, and those are in all the rooms. Eye wash stations, all the science rooms have these. If anything should get in your eye past your goggle, you immediately need to go to the eye wash station and let me know so that we can clean that up. There's other safety equipment, such as blankets to throw over a fire, fire extinguishers, chemical powders that will help take care of a problem. We're going to go over it all. I'll show you where everything is, and so you know how to use them. We'll do that demonstration before we do the lab. Next, animal safety. Now, I know that sounds silly, but you know, a lot of classrooms have pet animals in them, and sometimes we use animals. You should never go and touch one of the classroom animals or take it out of its cage or poke at it or do anything to it unless you've got the teacher's permission. Some classes have python snakes in them. We don't, but other classes do, and you may be in there for different reasons. Plus, when we're doing labs, we may have some animals brought in. So always have permission before you handle them. Plant safety, and this sounds silly, but you would not believe how often it happens. If we're using any kind of plant in our lab, do not eat it. Do not eat any part of the plant. It's very dangerous. They're not for you to consume. And always wash your hands after handling any animal, plant, or lab chemicals. Glassware, we have a lot of beakers and different types of equipment. You need to inspect them for cracks or damage before using them. If you see a crack or a chip in a beaker, tell me right away and I'll take care of it and get you something different, because I don't want it to get worse and hurt you. Now, lab rules. Common sense, probably the biggest lab rules. If it doesn't seem like a good idea, it probably isn't. So use common sense when you're handling things in the lab, and use your critical thinking skills. We talk about them all the time. This is a really good time to practice them because you don't want to get hurt. Treat the equipment properly and carefully. It's very expensive and it's very delicate, and I will show you how to do it, but I don't want to see anybody mishandling any of the lab equipment, or you'll immediately be out of the lab. I'm sorry, we can't take those kind of chances. Now, if something does go wrong, immediately call for help. Even if you're not sure if it's wrong, call for help, because it could be and someone could get hurt. It's not going to be silly. When you're all done, clean your station thoroughly. Make sure everything's put away where I've told you to put it and everything's ready to go. I think we're ready. Tomorrow in class, there's going to be a short quiz on safety. 7 questions. Fill in the blank. And then I'm going to go over the safety stations that we talked about, identify them, demonstrate them, make sure you understand them, and then we'll do our lab. We're going to use the microscopes to examine different cell structures, and I'm going to save the rest to tell you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. If you have any questions, come in and see me doing tutorial, ask me right away. Resources that we are using for this lab, I'm including here. They're also on Google Classroom, but in case you can't get to Google Classroom, you can see them here. Our PowerPoint, our video, and our textbook, which had a lot of safety pages in it. So, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. You can watch the video again if you'd like. It's really good. And bring any questions that you have to me, and we will get started as soon as I see you. Thank you.